Hi, this is Robin with Stamp with Dr. Robin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in San Diego, California. And I am here on kind of a hazy day, but it's really quite beautiful, about low 70s, and a little bit of breeze, which is lovely. I hope all of you attended the free Stampin' Up World Card Making Day on Saturday. The event is still on. You can still watch it on the Stampin' Up website. In fact, if I remember, I'll try to remember to put a link to that on here because it actually was quite fun. They did post ahead of time everything you needed to make the 3 cards with them, so you could cut out the various pieces, get everything ready, and then craft along with them. And it was really a lot of fun. I'll show you the cards that we made, and then you could decide if you want to do it too. And hopefully you all got on the Crafty Medics World Card Making Day event also. I was asked to be one of the presenters. She's really big on stamping diversity, and so she wanted people to show different cultures and things like that. And it was really fun. I've never done anything like that before, but it was really fun to be able to present. I presented a Rosh Hashanah card because we're just in our Jewish New Year here. And so just checking to make sure I'm actually live. There we go. Good. Whoops, that's not working. Sorry about that, guys. So hopefully everything will stay copacetic today with my internet, like it didn't work last time. Anyway, so if you want to go check out that, there's, I believe, like 30 presenters. The videos are still up, and just a wide variety of interesting cards and people sharing their lives. So that was pretty cool. So what's up around here and with Stampin' Up? First thing would be next card making class is October 16th, and we're actually using the 2 stamp sets at that class that we're using today, the Cottage Wreaths and the Warm Welcome. So if you are in San Diego and want to come to class, that's great. I can also send you what you need through the mail. Obviously you'll need the stamp sets, so let me know if you need those. And the most exciting thing is October 4th, which I believe is tomorrow, is free shipping day, another free shipping day. Hi Doris, glad you could join me. I love free shipping, hoping you guys love free shipping too. So that's pretty exciting. And then the other thing is, if there's a new joining special, usually you get $125 worth of product for $99. Starting October 4th for the rest of the month, it's $155 of product, so $30 more of product for same amount. You can join, you can just not do anything else, or you can join and get at least a 20% discount for several months, which is great. Another thing is, if they're going to be releasing in November for customers, but October 4th is a big date around here, a new bundle called Flourishing Florets, which has some lovely flowers in it and sentiments. It's actually 2 stamp sets and a bundle that has some lovely ovals and frames and stuff. And if you're a demo, you can get it starting October 4th. If you're a customer, you gotta wait till November. And last thing is, there's something called a birthday card organizer kit that's also going live on October 4th. And it is a little folder, and I believe it has pockets in it to put birthday cards in, and then like January, February, March, so you can keep organized. So it'll have like a little, not a calendar, but little lines for each day, and you can write in people's names so that you can remember to send all those birthday cards, because you gotta send the cards. So like I said, most exciting though is free shipping. All right, so I'm gonna put you down here so you can see, hopefully we are semi-straight, Hey, Teresa. Glad you could make it. So these are the 3 cards that we made for World Card Making Day. Oops. Let's see if we can pull you out just a little bit so you can see them better. That didn't help, did it? Okay. Anyway, these are the cards that we made for World Card Making Day. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. And we used a Cottage Rose, which was this card. This came out really beautiful, colored in with the blends. We actually, if you had ordered any one of these bundles before World Card Making Day, you got these iridescent pearls for free, and you can color those just like a whole lot of our cards. And then the other, I don't have that bundle, I borrowed a friend's. And then the other 2 we used was the Cottage Wreaths. We made this card. We actually watercolored the paper and then cut it out with the dies. And then we also used the Warm Welcome. This is the card that we made with the Warm Welcome. So these are, like I said, are the ones you can learn how to make from World Card Making Day with Stampin' Up. And these are the sets we're actually going to combine them today. The Cottage Wreath, which has these wreaths that you can use, you know, for fall things, Halloween with the spider, little acorns and leaves. And I think all of these things you can actually cut out also, as well as some extra little leaf things. So that's pretty cool. And it has this really cute bow. You can stamp it and cut it out, which is this one. And then it also has this really detailed bow, which is really cool. We're going to use that today. And then the Warm Welcome makes this door, both this one that opens up, and then you have this separate piece that makes a solid door. And that's actually what we're going to use today. So there it is right here. And I want to show you my inspiration. I'm hoping this will work. But my inspiration for this is, if you go to the Stampin' Up website, you can see that we didn't make this. They had a picture of this on the kind of like advertisements for the World Card Making Day event. And so I spent a little time trying to figure out how they did this. I could tell that this was the door, but I was trying to figure out how to try a couple different things to figure out how they made that darker in there. So I will show you how they made that. Let's get this out of the way. What they did, first of all, what I tried to do was ink this up with some mint macaron ink, and although that worked to get color inside those little notches, it ended up a mess. So I knew that probably wasn't it. So I will show you first. This is my interpretation of that same card. So you can see I got the 3 little panels, the wreath. Remember that detailed bow that I had you use? There's a little die that cuts out this little lock and handle set. So this is the card we're going to make today. All right, so first I will let you in on the little secret of how to make those little door panels. So obviously whatever color you want to use, you use. And what it is we're using Versamark. So let me I'll do this first. So you're using Versamark all around all these edges. Now I tried it first by just plopping it in here like this, and I got too much on this part here. So the better way was just to go like this around all of the edges. Top, bottom, and again the other side. And now I'm holding it in the middle, which is not inked up. And I'm going to hold it for a second and get my cut and emboss machine out here. All right, so we're just inked up around the edges with the Versamark. Now you only want to push it down once. I know that's not straight. I don't care. If I move it around, I'll lose the effect. I also found it worked best to run it through and then back again, because we're trying to get all that Versamark to transfer onto here. So isn't that cool? Let's get this out of the way. See how that works? So through the miracle of modern television, basically have 2 more of these. And we're gonna make that little door. So this is isn't that cute? You guys should be amazed. I was amazed. Oh, we got a lot of people. Hey, Tammy. Well, you know what, Tammy? You can go back and attend. It's still on there. So there's no problem attending the sessions. Okay, hi, Becky. So we got, yep, that's what we're making, this whole thing becomes a door. So we got the one on the top and the 2 panels. Actually, this panel, can you see that? Got a little too much Versamark on there. I just kind of got busy doing lots of panels. And the nice thing too is that in terms of spacing them, you can just line them up with the outside of that and it'll work perfectly. All right. So I'm just trying to space it evenly, side to side and straight. And then, like I said, I'm trying to line it up here and line it up straight down. As y'all know, straight's not my forte, but we're working on it. All right, so these need to be even, and it needs to be even with there. And there we go. All right, so we got our door, or at least most of it. And then I've got in gold one of these little handles. It's so cute. I'll let you in on a little secret. I already lost my little handles, or they didn't come in the set. I'm not sure which, so I had to borrow one, but that's why you can't see me cut one out. Okay, so we'll relax that for a minute and put that to the side, but we got our door ready, and obviously you can make your door any color you want. So next step is we're going to make the wreath. And hopefully you remember from last time that there are 2 different wreaths. We've got, let me show you, it's probably easier on here, the little twiggy wreath, and we got the leaves, and this is a distinctive stamp, so it's really kind of quite pretty. Let's get out our pad though. And if you want to go back and watch it, because I can't obviously do it again, these do have a direction. And so what I did is play with it, line it up, and it makes a difference when you're cutting it out that they're sort of lined up. And then I put on the back of here a little mark with a Sharpie so that I will always kind of be able to find it. And I actually also did the same thing with my wreath that I'm going to cut out. So all you have to do is make sure that it's kind of in the general direction. I like to just put it by the top. And then since, oh, that came out dark, I'm also going to you know, use it for the wreath for the inside, as well as for my envelope, let's do those also. So that'll be for the inside. That'll be for my envelope, just kind of off the edge there. Okay, so next, I actually don't like that. Let's see if we can try that again. It seems really dark. Like, I don't know why I picked up so much ink on that. So I'll have a little bit of a lighter hand and see if we can. That's better. Okay, so next is, we've got some saffron and some pumpkin pie. And I decided I liked the look a little bit better with stamping off for this one. And again, we're just going to try to put that near the top. So I'm going to stamp this off. I just kind of wanted it a little bit softer. And you can kind of see how these line up better with this. And I'm going to stamp my other ones too. And I'm intentionally, whoops, didn't stamp off on that one, but that'll be fine. Using my So Saffron first because it's the lighter of the two colors. So let's put that to the side. And I'm just trying to get most of that off here. So when I go to the pumpkin pie, you want to see something funny? This looks like it should open from that end. It doesn't. Somebody screwed up. My label's on upside down. So every time I go to use my pumpkin pie, I have to go, what is wrong with this? Why is this so weird? Oh yeah, now I remember. All right. So same thing, we're gonna stamp off. And then I don't want this directly on top, so I am gonna move it just a little bit, you know, so you can see both of the colors there. It's just these colors were so bright and I wanted them to be a little bit more muted because the mint macaron's a little bit muted. Okay. We got wreaths galore here. So this is the one that we want to, oh, I want to do one more thing before we put this away. Is I want to take the word grateful. Obviously you can put happy birthday in here, you can put whatever you want in here. And this is just a little 1/2 inch, you know, that little 1/2 inch strip we're always cutting off going, now what are we going to do with that? Well, now you got something to do with it. All right, back with our Stampin' Cut and Emboss. And let's get this stuff out of the way so that you can actually see it. All right. So remember, I was stamping like this. So this should fit because I have this marked, and look how easy it is to find how it fits. You don't have to be kind of searching all around for it. Now remember, I did offset mine so that they're not going to be perfect, but it does still work. All right. So we've got a beautiful, oh, I didn't tell you that was basic gray, pumpkin pie, and So Saffron wreath. And then remember that pretty bow I told you about that has all the texture? This is what it does. Now, can you see those little dots there? I left them on so I could show you what I do, because I don't like those little dots. They're there to, you know, help you when you go to punch things out. But if you just take your bone folder, you can kind of rub them out a little bit. The other thing, if it didn't also have some other areas that are embossed that I wanted to use, you could actually take it out of the die and then run it through the embossing machine again. You just have to be careful with these gold and silver things. They are a little sensitive if you don't have clean plates on them. So we've got our beautiful wreath. I'm going to put a few dimensionals on here. Oh, we got a few more people. Hey, Ann. Hi, Teresa. Thanks for joining us. Like I said, we're using the Cottage Wreaths and the Warm Welcome today, which were used for our World Card Making class. And then I'm going to use a couple little teeny mini dimensionals just on the side here that seem to hold it a little bit better. And then one in the middle. And I'm going to just, with my fingers, kind of curl up the ends of that. Again, for me, card making is about getting some dimension, some depth. That's what makes this so much better than, you know, anything you can buy at the store. And then we're going to take our little grateful. I mean, I suppose you could cut this out with some sort of die. I even think there's a die that basically does what I just did. But heck, who needs dies, right? We all do. When everybody asks what's the first thing they should buy with their starter kit, I always ask, do you have a die cutting machine? Because you're going to want one. And especially now that you get an extra $30 for joining, you can actually get something other than just the die cutting. So just a couple dimensionals on that. And we are grateful. And then they use some of the pearls, I think it was, on here. But I kind of decided that we needed something a little bit more sparkly for this one. So I'm using the red and green adhesive back pearls. Don't be fooled when you get this. The red, which I believe is cherry cobbler, is hiding under here. So you could easily make this into a Christmas wreath. So I just used some gold for a couple little berries. Whoops, come on, stick there. Love my take the pick tool for this. And a couple more down here. All right, so let's, whoops, forgot to put our inside piece in. Now you could put a sentiment on here too, and I may do that later, but for right now I'm just going to be grateful. So here we go. We've got a little card. We've got a matching envelope because we can't have any naked envelopes. Here's the other one. But isn't that cool how you can combine these sets together and come up with something just so beautiful? Peggy, you're in love with it. Peggy and I always like to look at the catalog and go, how did they do that? How did they do that? So I was at her house watching the World Card Making event together, and I said, I think I know what they did, and I was right. They used some Versamark on there, and that's the way you make this card so cool. All right, so let's pull you back up for a second to say goodbye. But good to see everybody, and like I said, I'll try to link the World Card Making event as well as the event I took. I previewed a different card for. So good to see you all. I will see you next Monday Pacific time, and happy stamping, everybody. Bye.